Hello everyone and welcome back to the final fixture on Court A here at the Lee Westwood Sports Centre for the opening weekend of the 22-23 Premiership season. We'll shortly be kicking off with champions West Brom against Leeds. I'm joined on commentary for the second time this weekend by Newcastle United's superstar, Ollie Crawshaw.
Hello everyone.
How are you?
I'm good, yeah, you?
Yeah, not bad at all. How have you found the weekend as a whole? Obviously a mixed bag for Newcastle, playing some tough games but also grinding out some good results.
Yeah, it's been an alright weekend, just not the best start to the season. Definitely need to up our game for the next one. 2 wins out of 5 is not great.
It's not necessarily good on paper, but considering the opposition, you played Northern Thunder, you played West Brom.
Yeah. It's good to get those games out of the way with sooner. Yeah,
absolutely, and you have a kind of a platform to build on. You've got Ethan Fisher still adapted to the team. Obviously, the recent exits of Georgia and Jessica Moat, so there's an adjustment period that you need to cater for.
Yeah, especially with Sam coming in the team now as well.
Yeah, so no, positives to take and a lot to build on come the next weekend of Premiership football.
Yep.
So just for context, this is West Brom versus Leeds, the final game on Court B. West Brom have had a faultless start in the defence of their Premiership crown. They started the weekend with a win over Nottingham, followed by a win over yourselves, Newcastle.
Yeah, let's just not talk about
that.
You
went 1-0 up though, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I think you went 1-0 up, so you've got to
we did.
You've got to take positives in every little thing. Let's not kid ourselves. West Brom are an elite side.
Rob scored a good goal.
With some of the world's leading players. So the fact that you can pick open their defence and open the scoring speaks volumes at the quality that Newcastle have.
Yeah.
But today, an emphatic win for West Brom over Bournemouth will be followed by this Leeds fixture. So if they're able to secure 3 points, they will have a faultless weekend. Leeds started off with a draw against Teesside. That was followed by an excellent 1-0 win over Brighton. I had the privilege of commentating on that. It was a great game, great overall win. Earlier today, they succumbed to a very close 2-1 defeat to Aspire. They'll feel that they could have got more out of that game, and the fact that we're talking about Aspire title challenges in that context shows how well they performed. Going through the team lineups, in goal for Leeds they have Jack Britton, in front Dan Rigby, wingers of Seb Copeland and Harrison Taylor. The familiar face in the West Brom goal, they've got Chris Gordon, in front of him Lewis Harris, with Dave Lewis and Dylan Kelsall on the wings. Referee Mark Kerrison blows his whistle to get proceedings underway in this final fixture of the day. Dan Rigby with possession early on. Right idea, sending it diagonally across to Seb Copeland on that left-hand wing. But his number 4 winger wasn't there to meet the driven ball. So Dave Lewis will get us underway with a kick in. What's your prediction then, Ollie?
I think 2-0 West Brom.
Kelsall into the side of Rigby's chair. Back to Gordon. Rigby with the ball now. Harris. So when you played West Bromwich Albion yesterday, what were your thoughts on the game? Any players that stand out that you think were really difficult to play against and try and bypass?
Well, the whole team is obviously their champions.
It's full of quality, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all full of quality. It's a very rough game though. Lots of fouls being given.
if you used to pick one from that game in particular, not with no prior kind of knowledge or context, what player stood out the most for West Brom against you?
Dylan was really good. Obviously, he got 2 goals, and I thought he played really good.
Yeah, I'm one of Dylan's biggest fans. I've had the pleasure of watching him develop from St George's Knights through the regional talent pathway onto the national talent pathway, and now a proud member of the current England squad.
Yep.
He'll have very strong aspirations of being on the plane to Sydney, so
yeah,
to get praise from people like yourself in his pursuit of that goal certainly can't hurt, as Chris Gordon advances onto Dave Lewis's corner, but intercepted by Dan Rigby. Healthy contact between the two. Two and a half minutes gone, nothing to separate the sides thus far. West Brom. Options on the bench. Harrison Taylor there forces an effort towards Chris Gordon. Has to block it from going over the line. Not much pace though. Dave Lewis fires it back to Chris Gordon. Diagonally across the pitch. Dave Lewis with an attempt at goal now. Ricochets across the pitch. Not sure what his intention was for that shot, but he did generate a great deal of power. Lewis all the way back to Dylan Kelso at the back post. Closed down extremely well by Dan Rigby, and it sets it into the path of Harrison Taylor, but way too much pace for the number 44 winger. Options on the bench for West Brom. They have Matt Gilbert and Marcus Harrison. Almost scary to say and see that much quality at their disposal. Healthy contact there by Dan Rigby, allowed by the referee. Dave Lewis now with a chance to attack. Jake Britton does well to intercept and just block the initial effort. Harrison Taylor back to Dan Rigby, met by his fellow England teammate Dylan Kelso. Fired across the face of goal by Dylan Kelso. They can really generate the power. I think that's a common theme with this West Brom team.
Yep.
Being able to connect with the ball so cleanly. Jack Humphreys waiting in the wings on the Leeds bench, hoping to get his chance to impress, having done so already across the weekend following his recent transfer from North West Bees. Dan Rigby to take into the space. Chris Gordon clears. Lewis Harris couldn't get the connection on his spinning kick. Down to Dylan Kelso. It remains in play. Right idea there from Dylan Kelso to try and cushion the ball into play, but just nicks off the back of his chair, and Leeds will have a kick in. Down to Harrison Taylor. Harris does well to find Dylan Kelso, who maintains his position in reverse. Eventual pick off from Chris Gordon. Just seen that played by Dan Rigby. He's been one of the standout performers for Leeds this weekend and across the last few years. As a matter of fact, fantastic player. Dylan Kelso is going to try and flick it back to either Chris Gordon or Lewis Harris. Again, we talk about that power that they can generate, something that Sevenoaks were lacking slightly in the previous game on court A. Slight readjustment allowed Harrison Taylor to prevent Chris Gordon from advancing. Dan Rigby rotated spin kick in the space, and now Harrison Taylor has a chance to drive it across the line. There's nothing Lewis Harris can do, and Leeds Chariots PFC have gone 1-0 up against the champions. West Bromwich Albion, a huge goal, a huge moment in the game.
They left their goal wide open there.
They did. That's always the fear in adopting that 4-out system. All 4 players all within the Leeds half at one point.
It just takes that one pass for a gap.
Exactly that. If you can find the quality, that one pass that splits open the defence, the chances are there to be had. And Leeds now have a 1-0 lead to try and preserve.
That should boost their confidence as well.
Absolutely. Quick start here. Dylan Kelso trying to force away past Jack Britton. Follow-up shot from Gordon, blocked by Rigby. Harris, they're really picking together their passes now. West Brom condensing the Leeds defenders in. A 2-on-1 is awarded. Gordon to Lewis, controlled by Dan Rigby. "12 minutes gone. West Bromwich Albion 0, Leeds Chariots 1. It's an interesting decision there from Jack Britton to just allow it to roll all the way onto his goal line. His chair wasn't quite positioned well enough to clear the ball initially. Dan Rigby down to Seb Copeland, blocked by Dave Lewis, who's impressed since his transfer from West Bromwich Albion Throttles in the summer. Another new recruit, Dylan Kelso, tries to keep the ball in play, is unable to do so. Rigby down to Taylor. Lewis Harris unable to keep it in play. What are your thoughts on the opening 9 or so minutes, Ollie?
West Brom have been good, but Leeds have been fighting them, and they've managed to get a goal from it. So I think both sides have had their chances.
How quickly after you went 1-0 up against West Brom did they equalise yesterday?
Very quickly. I think we were so excited that we scored that we lost our heads a little bit.
It's typically the case when you score first against West Brom. Chance here for Dylan Kelso, blocked by Jack Britton, yes. So the longer that Leeds can preserve this 1-goal lead, the more and more confident they'll get, as you've just said. If they can see this score into the half-time break, it will surely boost morale and their confidence ahead of a cagey second half. Gordon to Lewis Harris, guided over to Dylan Kelso brilliantly. Reverse spin kick over to Chris Gordon, who sends a shot goal band, blocked on the line by Dan Rigby. Reverse spin kick from Lewis Harris, again blocked by Dan Rigby. What a fantastic game this is. Just cushions. Now Dan has a chance to rotate his chair clockwise to try and guide the ball over the line and double Leeds' advantage, but isn't able to do so. The whole ball just leaves the field of play. Great pressure from Leeds, but as we've said, Ollie, if they commit players forward, West Brom, in a search for an equaliser, one pass, they could be looking at being 2-0 down coming into half-time.
The 4-out system is a very good system, but it allows more gaps in the pitch for like counter-attacks, and then which lead to goals.
Dave Lewis couldn't get the accuracy, force an effort goal bound, or pick out Dylan Kelso on this right-hand wing. Going to get the first substitution of the game, and it's going to be Dave Lewis leaving the field of play, and in his place one of the world's leading players, Marcus Harrison. Lewis Harris down to Dylan Kelsall. Chris Gordon now called into action, met by Seb Copeland. Just gets the better of him, flicks it back to Lewis Harris, who lets it run across the face of his chair. Dylan Kelsall now fires it across the box. But blocked by Dan Rigby. Pressure really mounting now. 8 minutes remaining. Jack Britton. Down to Dan Rigby. Met by Lewis Harris. Just trying to force away past Seb Copeland. And once again, the spaces at the back. Just takes a ricochet. Nearly going over the West Brom goal line. Just wide for a goal kick. Gordon into Harris, into Harrison for his first involvement since his introduction. Short exchange passes between the two. So familiar playing with one another, but for both club and country. Down the line from Gordon to Marcus Harrison. He's going to try and flick it back to his captain. He does so over the box to Dylan Kelsall. His attempt at goal blocked by Jack Britton. Gordon, Harrison, back to Gordon. Pick off in the direction of Dylan Kelsall. They're finding their passes now and a fantastic attempt at goal. An incredible phase of play from the champions. West Bromwich Albion eventually cleared off the line, but the quality is evident for all to see. Harrison back to Gordon, fires it across the face of goal, blocked once again by Jack Britton. Rigby patiently trying to figure out Lewis Harris. Very congested in the centre there, with shouts for two from the mezzanine above, eventually awarded in favour of Leeds. Harrison Taylor back to Rigby, fires it diagonally. Great pass from Lewis Harris to pick out Marcus Harrison. Back to Harris, over to Dylan Kelsall. Real opportunity here, prevented by Jack Britton. Lewis Harris continues the West Bromwich Albion attack. Superb work from Jack Britton there to just advance out of his box and condense the West Bromwich Albion attackers in. 2-1 in favour of Leeds. 4.5 minutes remaining. West Bromwich Albion 0, Leeds Chariots 1. I have no doubt both Aspire and Northern Thunder will be tuning into this and very much cheering on Leeds. Northern Thunder with a faultless weekend as well in their pursuit of a Premiership trophy. Aspire were unfortunate to lose to Teesside earlier today, so we'd want to see it evened up. They played out a very close 2-1 win over Leeds earlier today. Aspire, they can attest to how competitive and well drilled they are. Kelsall across the face of goal. Jack Britton now closes the gap, prevents Marcus Harrison from guiding it in on that right hand post. Pressure still there though. Going to try and flick it back. Superb work from Dan Rigby to stop the ball going to Chris Gordon. Quickly taken, Seb Copeland stationary on the edge of the box. Doesn't let that through. Britton guiding it out. Harrison Taylor going to try and get across. Marcus Harrison does well. He's going to force it down the line. Met by Chris Gordon, still in play, as deemed by the official Paul Yates. Gordon over to Kelsall, pick off, back to Gordon, rotated spin kick, blocked by Dan Rigby. What are your overall thoughts on this first half then, Ollie?
West Brom have been pushing and just can't get the overall goal. Dan Rigby is defended very well.
Still in play. Chris Gordon fires it into the side of Seb Copeland's chair. Looks like there's a slight fault to Chris Gordon's chair, momentarily switching off. He's back in action now. Slight respite for the Leeds defence. Gordon. Jack Britton very advanced. As when compared to normal, he's normally fused to that Leeds penalty box. Dan Rigby currently filling the void vacated by him. Ball's placed down for a Leeds kick in. Dan Rigby has Seb Copeland down the line, Harrison Taylor in the centre. Final minute of this first half. Leeds Chariots 1, West Bromwich Albion 0. If you're just tuning in, it's been a fantastic first half. Leeds taking an early lead through Harrison Taylor, counter-attack, exploiting the holes left by that 4-out approach. West Brom much the better of the sides in terms of attacking, unable to find a way past Dan Rigby and Jack Britton. Harrison takes it in his stride. He's going to try and flick it across the box, does so, but gets caught between his and Dan Rigby's chair. Eventually going out for a corner kick. Surely the last involvement of this first half, with less than 10 seconds remaining. Regulation 20 are up. Referee Mark Harrison glances at his watch. Leeds will be delighted to get this score. Take this score into the half-time break, which is exactly what they do.
Very good half for Leeds there.
Overall, just a brilliant game. We've got
100%.
Leeds capitalised on and countered them brilliantly and found the opportunity to go 1-0 up. Ever since, West Bromwich Albion have been chasing the game as they desperately seek an equaliser, and they'll want more than that. They'll want to take 3 points from this game and not allow Aspire and or Northern Thunder into this title race.
Definitely.
So, yeah, brilliant half. Hope you can all join us for the second. Thank you, Ollie. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this thrilling final fixture of the opening 22-23 Premiership between West Bromwich Albion and Leeds Chariots. Leeds Chariots currently possess an incredibly impressive 1-0 lead, courtesy of an earlier Harrison Taylor finish. West Brom will be desperate to get back in this side, and I have no doubt Chris Gordon was drilling instructions into them at the half-time break, saying that they need goals as soon as possible. Adjustment and a change at half-time sees Dylan Kelsall leave the field of play, and in his place, number 14, Matt Gilbert, just on the right-hand side of your screen currently. Chris Gordon to take this kick in, down to Lewis Harris. He forces an effort at goal cleared and blocked by Dan Rigby. Ricochets. And too much for Harrison Taylor to take possession of. What's your prediction then, Ollie?
I think it might stay 1-0.
It's a very bold call, that, considering the quality that West Brom have. I think if Leeds can hold on for another 5 to 10 minutes, we may see frustration really start to set in.
Especially as they're the reigning champs.
Yeah,
they'll
be patient for now.
Yeah.
They won't do anything too rash. There's still a full 20 minutes, or 18 and a half now, for them to get back into the game. It's not too much rush with things. Matt Gilbert adds a lot of firepower up top.
Yeah.
Two goalkeepers locked in battle in the centre circle. Continue to fight for that ball. Chris Gordon now occupying space in the Leeds penalty box. Just vacates and lets Marcus Harrison resume defend duties. In defence, Dan Rigby down to Seb Copeland. Lewis Harris just bypasses Harrison Taylor. Dan Rigby to take. Into Seb Copeland. Closely marked by Lewis Harris, preventing him from finding Harrison Taylor more advanced up the pitch. Quick kick in taken by Chris Gordon. Down to Marcus Harrison. Over to Lewis Harris. Just cushions it into the side of his chair. Flicks it over into the direction of Marcus Harrison, which condensed the Leeds defence in. 2-on-1. Indirect free kick. Can they find that equaliser to get them back into the side? Indirect, so it has to go via the chair of an opposition and or teammate. Couldn't work the chance, and it goes out for a Leeds goal kick. Jack Britton. Chance here. Harrison Taylor's going to try and capitalise once again and guide it over the line, and he does exactly that. A carbon copy to that of the first half. There's spaces to be exploited at the back, and Harrison Taylor doubles Leeds' advantage. It's Leeds Chariots 2, West Bromwich Albion 0. Are they on course to cause a major upset in this opening weekend of the National League Premiership? They have 15 minutes to try and see this out. Dan Rigby with an assured clearance. What are your thoughts on that then, Ollie?
Well, they managed to do what they did the first time
Exactly.
and find that gap through, and then the goal was wide open. So
it was almost identical, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The same motion, the same goal scorer, the same area on the pitch when you account for the different halves.
Yeah.
A great moment for Harrison Taylor, who's recently transferred from Leeds Dynamos. A chance here for Marcus Harrison to drive it across the box, and Matt Gilbert wasn't positioned well enough to receive that driven ball. Truly is remarkable.
Leeds have started off very strong this half.
They have. It's almost identical to that of the first half.
Yeah.
Both in terms of Leeds' approach and inviting the pressure and trying to counter West Brom, but West Brom's all-out attack. Certainly being 2 goals down, they're going to be a lot more open for the counter-attack because they're committing all players forward. All West Brom players occupying positions in the Leeds half. You can see Harrison Taylor, the number 44 nearest to your screens, is just ready to capitalise, and he'll be desperate for his hat-trick. I bet he couldn't have even imagined securing a hat-trick against the National League champions. Dan Rigby guides it towards Chris Gordon, cushions it, picked off by Harrison Taylor. Lewis Harris now down brilliantly to Marcus Harrison, rotates in the direction of Lewis Harris. It eventually finds its way to Matt Gilbert. Lewis Harris now resuming the attack, over to Matt Gilbert. Leeds don't look flustered, don't look nervous, they're just all doing their individual jobs. It's fantastic to see. Seb Copeland now blocking off Chris Gordon's advances. Flicks it to the left. Lewis Harris guides it down to Marcus Harrison, lets it run across his chair, fires it towards the goal. Jack Britton clears it off the line. And now another chance. Oh, that was extremely lucky for Chris Gordon. That could have easily seen Harrison Taylor score his hat-trick had the ricochet gone in his favour. We're going to get a substitution. Lewis Harris and Matt Gilbert coming off. Dylan Kelsall and Dave Lewis entering the field of play. Marcus Harrison takes it in his stride. Gordon attempts an effort at goal, couldn't get the connection, does on the second shot, ricochets off the post, and unfortunately off Jack Britton's chair. An absolutely superb goal will give them confidence now. They halved the deficit, and with 12 minutes left in this tie, Leeds have to regroup and prevent a new look West Bromwich Albion side getting an equaliser, or even worse, a winning goal. Rigby, Copeland. What a goal though, Ollie.
Yeah, very good goal.
Chris Gordon can certainly hit a ball, and
yeah,
I don't know about you, but I just love a ball that ricochets off a post.
Yeah.
Seb Copeland guides it down the pitch. Good play from Dylan Kelsall. Over to Dave Lewis. Dan Rigby tried to get the connection with it. Now, I believe it was a contact foul, just being pulled up by Mark Harrison. So, if that was, it would be a direct free kick. He opts to go for Marcus Harrison on the left, drives it across the ball diagonally. Dave Lewis now with an opportunity to find the gap between Rigby and Britton. He was unable to do so. Seb Copeland tries to clear Leeds' lines. Dave Lewis, once again, proving a real problem for the Leeds defence. How advanced all the players are. Jack Britton does superbly well. Chris Gordon finds the equaliser. A truly sensational player, 2 sensational goals, and just like that, West Brom are back in the tie.
It doesn't take West Brom to score 2 goals.
No, it's the quality that they have. You give them anything and they're able to capitalise and pounce on you. And 10 minutes remaining, it's Leeds now that will be desperately trying to preserve this 2-2 score line. Stark contrast to that of 2 or 3 minutes ago, having trailed Leeds by 2-0. Copeland down to Rigby, rotated spin kick. It's dealt with brilliantly by Dylan Kelsall. Over to Harrison. Seb Copeland and Dan Rigby just surrounding Marcus Harrison there. 2-on-1 in the favour of West Bromwich Albion. Taken quickly by Chris Gordon. Harrison Taylor now trying to guide it towards the West Bromwich Albion goal. Nice connection there. An unfortunate kick from Seb Copeland. Presents an opportunity to Marcus Harrison if he can flick it back to Dylan Kelsall on the edge. Looking to improve his already impressive goal tally this weekend. Unfortunately for them, Marcus Harrison and Dylan Kelsall were too close to one another. 2-on-1, indirect free kick taken by Jack Britton. He has Dan Rigby in front. Harrison Taylor to his left, our right. Seb Copeland on our left to his right. That's good from Seb Copeland. A little bit of respite. Relieve some of the pressure on their defence. That's the thing, Ollie. West Brom haven't been particularly, I wouldn't say particularly good, but they haven't been to their normal high standards in this game, but they're able to grind out the results and find the goals. You think their heads could have easily dropped after being 2-0 down, but they always have that winning mentality that all the while the clock is running, they're in the tie. Can Leeds do the unthinkable and go into the lead once again? Dan Rigby happy to let that roll out of play for a corner. Chance here for Leeds. It's a very defensively minded setup from West Brom. Dan Rigby has the option of Seb Copeland to his right. Harrison Taylor well marked in the centre. Dan Rigby opts to just guide it towards that post, and visible frustration from Marcus Harrison, who is unable to control the ball. It goes out for another corner kick. 7 minutes remaining. West Bromwich Albion 2, Leeds Chariots 2. A switch in roles as Seb Copeland now comes over to take the corner kick. Just readjusts. Finds Dan Rigby, but couldn't find the return ball. So will Leeds hang on, Ollie?
I don't know. West Brom are definitely, their heads are back up now.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and we know how easy West Brom can score a goal.
It's nice control from Dylan Kelsall to guide it into the Leeds half. Rigby down to Copeland. Chance for Harrison Taylor, blocked by Dylan Kelsall. They're pressuring the West Brom defence. Such an exciting side to watch, Leeds. They never disappoint. Dave Lewis with an opportunity, and an unfortunate ricochet off Dan Rigby's chair. Almost sends it over the goal line. Ushered out of play for a corner kick. 5 minutes remaining. Can Leeds hold on to this precious point? Will West Brom find a winner? Could Leeds do the unthinkable and capitalise on West Brom's attacks and exploit them on the counter-attack? Harrison in the middle, met by Jack Britton. Chris Gordon now, attempt at goal, takes a nick off the front of Jack Britton's chair.
I'm sure Chris will be trying to get that hat-trick now.
Yes, absolutely. 2 superb goals. A real leader, showing what he does best. Marcus Harrison, Dylan Kelsall. Very congested in the centre. Dan Rigby just trying to wrap the front of his chair around Dylan Kelsall. Pick off from Seb Copeland. Leaves the space in for Marcus Harrison to drive down that wing. Can he flick his chair around? A lot of pace on that ball, does well to get any connection. Harrison Taylor rooted to the spot. Dylan Kelsall now with the ball, blocked by Dan Rigby. Jack Britton has to clear, does so brilliantly. Dave Lewis trying to recycle that pacey ball from Dylan Kelsall, isn't able to do so. Definitely one of the games of the weekend for me. What about you, Ollie?
Yeah, probably. It's been a very good game.
Gordon, intercepted by Copeland, tries to flick it. It's a great shot, and it goes in!
What a goal!
A goal from his own half. I said, could Leeds do the unthinkable? And it looks like they've done that.
What a goal.
Leeds capitalised and exploited the space, as has been mentioned time and time again. And Dan Rigby from his own half drills the ball over the line, just trickling in to the side of the left-hand post.
Could be up for goal of the season, that.
Absolutely. Not just the goal, but the context and the fact that if they can preserve this lead for the next 2 minutes, they'll secure 3 points over the Premiership champions, one of the best teams in the world. Lewis Harris now trying to work the space and the opportunity to get West Brom back in this. This has been an absolutely fantastic game. Leeds going 2-0 up. 2 Harrison Taylor goals, and then Chris Gordon really took the game by the scruff of the neck and got his side back in it. 2 sensational goals from the West Brom captain.
Yeah.
And just when West Brom was searching for that winner, going for the 3 points, the space opened up, and now a chance here, and they've done it. An absolutely brilliant game, goes end to end, and it looks like Marcus Harrison guided it over the goal line in the end. 3-3.
Wow.
I don't know what to say, Ollie. Lost for words. One of the best games
me too.
I've seen in a long, long time. Dan Rigby attempts an effort straight from kick-off as we approach the final minute. The game, the narrative changes every time we seem to speak, and in the final minute now, West Brom are the ones looking for that winner, looking for the 3 points. Chris Gordon over to Dave Lewis, he fires it across the goal line, and so close to being a winner. Bitterly unlucky there for West Brom.
This has been such a good game to watch.
Yeah, you chose a good one to commentate on, Ollie. Jack Britton, gentle cushion into the side of Dan Rigby's chair. Nothing else can happen, surely, can it?
Don't know.
The thing is, I didn't even have time to process and digest Dan Rigby's goal before that eventual equaliser, and that is an impressive ricochet between the chairs of Dan Rigby and Dave Lewis. Sends the ball at least 10, 15, 20 foot in the air. And is this going to be a late free kick for West Brom? This would be
0.
heartbreak for Leeds. As you've just mentioned, Ollie, the regulation 20 is up. this is surely the last chance of the game. Can Chris Gordon find the chance, find the space to win this side? Into Marcus Harrison, who flicks it over the chairs. He's just not yet.
Nope.
The referee Mark Harrison is just getting his officials in to discuss. Obviously that ball had a lot of height on it. He's ushering the players away to discuss with Rob Crawshaw and Paul Yates.
That's exactly what happened in the Thunder Newcastle
And he's
game.
given the goal. He's given the goal. Heartbreak for West Bromwich Albion. And deep into extra time, they find the winner to put the side.
That was surely the last kick of the game.
It's absolute heartbreak for Leeds. I'm lost for words, Ollie.
Yeah, me too.
I'm lost for words, and I'm sure West Brom will be absolutely delighted, not necessarily with the performance, but the fact that they were able to dig in, and despite going down 2-0 and then 3-2 later on in the tie, were able to figure a way out and secure the 3 points. And the referee, Mark Harrison, blows the whistle for full time. I really want to send commiserations to Leeds. They need to channel that and take the positives from that game. They were superb. West Brom just had the cutting edge and the quality in depth.
That was a very good match.
Yeah, absolutely. If I was to push you for a man of the match, who would you go for, Ollie?
Oh, it's a tight one. I think I'll give it to Chris.
I would agree completely. He took it on himself when they went 2-0 down to find a way back into the side, scoring both to equalise and created that last second chance. I think
100%.
he assisted Marcus Harrison's goal to make it 3-3, likewise with that final set piece. So a huge congratulations to West Brom.
Yep.
I'm sure we have people tuning in from a spy on Northern Thunder, seething and angry at what they're watching, but that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's how they grind in. That's how they're Premiership winners and champions of the 21-22 season. But we go again soon.
Yeah, very well done to Leeds as well there.
Oh, absolutely. But thank you all that have joined us across the weekend, both on this stream and the WFA stream. We hope you can join us when we're back in action for the Premiership or Championship later on, or early in 2023. Thank you very much, Ollie.
You're welcome.
You've been my co-commentator for 2 games this weekend. I hope we can commentate more in the upcoming
100%.
Premiership weekends in February and March. But thank you
100%.
all that have joined us, and we
Thanks.
hope to see you soon. See ya.